Something really fundamental is shifting in the world of beauty. And it's a change that goes way beyond just new products or some cool new technique. We're talking about a whole new philosophy for education, one that's putting humanity right back at the center of everything.
So this really brings us to the big question that's on everyone's mind, whether you're a professional or you're just someone who loves beauty. What does the future of this industry actually look like? It kind of feels like we're standing at a crossroads, right? On one side, you've got technology and AI pushing us toward this idea of perfection, chasing these flawless but, let's be honest, often unrealistic ideals. And then on the other side, there's this huge pull towards celebrating our individuality, our wellness, and that human connection that really makes this industry so special. The fascinating part, though, the future probably isn't an either-or. It's all about finding a really careful balance between the two.
To really understand how that balance could work, we need to take a look at what's bubbling up right now. So, let's dive into some of the key trends that are shaping beauty's next chapter for 2025.
So what are we actually seeing? Well, there are 6 major shifts happening. We've got Skinimalism, the rise of AI in beauty, this huge authentic beauty movement, advanced wellness treatments, a massive focus on hydration, and even products that are adaptive to the climate. Now, I know looking at this list, they might just seem like a bunch of separate ideas, but as we're going to see, they're all connected by one single powerful philosophy.
And this is where it all starts to click. We're going to look at how one institution, the Louisville Beauty Academy, is connecting all of these trends through a core philosophy that they call humanization. And believe me, it's a framework for education that goes so much deeper than just getting you ready for a licensing exam.
This framework breaks humanization down into a really clear 3-step process, and it all starts from the inside out. See, first, the professional learns how to humanize themselves, to really embrace their own identity. Then, they build on that with an ethical and inclusive mindset through self-care. It's only after that happens that they can truly transfer that care over to their clients, making them feel genuinely seen and understood. It's a really powerful approach.
This quote just nails the end goal, doesn't it? It's not about just creating technicians who can do the job. It's about developing professionals who become these positive forces for their clients, for their communities. We're talking about service with a much, much deeper purpose.
Okay, so how does this philosophy actually play out in the real world? Let's see how it connects right back to those big industry trends we were just looking at.
First up, Skinimalism. You've probably heard this term floating around. It's basically that less is more idea. It's about ditching those crazy 12-step gimmicky routines for something simple and effective that celebrates your natural skin instead of just trying to cover it all up. And this right here is that humanized approach in action. The old way was all about hiding flaws. The new way, it's about enhancing your natural beauty. Instead of pushing these super complicated routines, the focus shifts to creating conscious, effective habits. This totally reframes the professional's role, right? They're not just a salesperson anymore. They're an advocate for their clients' self-care.
Next up is the authentic beauty movement. And this is a massive shift towards celebrating real people, real results, and diverse representation, including, as the source points out, specific communities like Asian Americans. It's really all about honoring every single client's individual story and their background.
This philosophy changes everything, right down to the words you use. I mean, just look at this shift. Instead of saying something like, "We corrected your flaws," which implies something was wrong to begin with, the language becomes, "I helped enhance your radiance." That one small change completely reframes the experience. You go from fixing a problem to celebrating a person.
And this focus on the individual, it extends to every little detail. Instead of just heavy matte lipsticks, the trend is moving toward nourishing lip care. And it can even get as specific as the climate. So in Kentucky, for example, students are actually learning to tailor their services to the local humidity and the changing seasons. That's what humanization is, ditching those one-size-fits-all solutions for care that's truly personalized.
But hold on, what about that other future we talked about, the one that's all driven by technology? Well, this human-centric model doesn't ignore tech at all. It actually integrates it, but with a conscience.
To use technology ethically, you first have to be really honest about the risks. AI could absolutely lead to over-automation, it could reinforce biased beauty standards, and maybe most importantly, it could replace that invaluable human touch. These are real, serious concerns that have to be addressed head-on.
So the strategy here is all about being intentional. The goal is never to replace the human service, but to enhance it. This means training students to use AI tools, like maybe a skin analyzer,
But, and this part is so crucial, to always filter those results through their own critical judgment and empathy. Technology becomes a tool for empowerment, not just a machine churning out perfection.
And this thinking applies even to really advanced tech. Treatments like red light therapy, for instance, aren't just positioned as some quick fix-it wand. Instead, they're framed as tools to support a client's overall well-being and confidence, totally integrated into a holistic, human-first plan.
So what happens when you educate a whole new generation of beauty professionals this way? Well, the ripple effect, it extends far beyond the walls of any single salon.
And this is really the ultimate takeaway. Graduates aren't just technically skilled, they're equipped for the future. They have real-world abilities in AI literacy and inclusive consulting. This approach can help uplift professionals from diverse backgrounds, it can shift the entire industry's focus toward empowered self-care, and it ensures that services are genuinely relevant to the communities they're actually serving.
And all of this leaves us with one final thought. As consumers, as professionals, as an entire industry, this is the question we all have to answer. The future isn't about choosing technology or humanity. It's about deciding how we're going to thoughtfully weave them together to create a future that isn't just innovative, but one that is deeply and authentically human.